I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Maybe. How do I don't see the agenda here. I can switch it. Thank you. Our first item is our Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mute your mic.
Turn the mic down.
Mute it.
Mute it?
Mute it. All right, thank you. Mr. Vice Chair, could you read our mission statement, please?
The mission of the Marshall Public School District is to educate, support, and prepare all learners for success.
Thank you. Moving on to our agenda, a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any additions? Hearing none, please vote.
I can't get on.
It is approved. Moving on to our consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Who's that? Bill?
Bill?
All right. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please vote. It is approved. Board forum, board members, anybody would like to bring up anything?
The only thing that I would bring up is the Bond Oversight Committee is continuing to meet. We are meeting more regularly now that all the building is beginning, and it's really exciting. So I think we're going to continue to see really great progress on both the addition at Parkside, the safety issues, and also the new school. It's fun to walk by every day and see the changes.
It is exciting. Thank you, Sarah. Anybody else?
Just a question from Sarah. Are we on target time-wise?
Yes, for now we are. Obviously, I was talking to two people today about how I think, I personally underestimated this pandemic and how long it would take to kind of regulate. And now with everything else in the world, it's hard to predict. But right now, everything seems to be on time, but that can change. As we know now, it can change fairly quickly, but everything's looking really good right now, and really great working relationships with all involved up to this point. So I think it's going well.
Good, thank you.
Moving on to our discussion items. This is the second reading of policy 618 through 620, 623 through 624. Did anybody have any comments or questions? Our next is moving on to our discussion items of 2020 election timelines.
Just something that Tricia asked if we should share. We do have an election coming up, and I think we're going to have it on the agenda for the next 2 school board meetings. We do not have a primary, so just some timelines you'll want to be aware of.
Very good. Moving on to our action items. Our first action item is approval to name the new elementary school. Do we have a motion?
So
I'll make a motion. Do we have a second?
Second, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Any discussion?
So the survey that's been open for, I think, 2 weeks now, where survey respondents had the option to choose from the final 2 potential names of the elementary school, those two names being Southview Elementary and Tiger Elementary. There were 776 survey responses. Tiger Elementary was the top choice for 298 of those, and Southview Elementary was the top choice for 473 of those. So I know those totals don't necessarily add up, but that could be because somebody only put their top choice, not their second choice or whatever. But according to the survey results, and keep in mind that we narrowed the potential names down by using a parent survey for pre-K through second grade parents, since those are the students who will be attending, and then also we did a second through fourth grade survey, and like I said, there were 776 survey responses on the community-wide parent, staff, business owner, resident, whomever, and Southview Elementary is the top choice of the survey. So that would be the one that you would be approving unless there's a different idea.
So it would be Southview Elementary, correct?
Yep.
Any more discussion, board members?
No, I would just like to add, I want to thank Scott for doing those surveys. We obviously, with the pandemic, we lost a lot of the joy of the excitement of building this new school and naming the school. So we felt that we wanted to get some sort of engagement from the community. And Southview obviously is the best choice from a standpoint of it really easy to know where it is and what it is and who's there and those kinds of things. So I think the community supported it, and that means something. And it's a time to move on with a real name now.
I agree. So we'll call for a vote. It is approved. Thank you. Our next action item is approval of teachers on special assignment agreement between the Marshall Education Association and the Marshall Public Schools. Make a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I second.
I'll
It's
second.
open for discussion. Hearing no discussion, let's vote. And it is approved. The next action item is approval of superintendent's incentive compensation for 2019-20. Motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
It's open for discussion. Hearing none, please vote. Motion passes. The next item is approval to enter into a lease purchase agreement with U.S. Bank Corp. Do we have a motion?
So moved. Second.
It's open for discussion.
This is just our annual part of our one-to-one device process. We have 2 grades that we're replacing the devices and some staff devices. And so we go out for an RFP on our lease, and we had good turnout and a good interest rate back from US Bank.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, please vote. Motion passes. Next action item is to move to close the meeting pursuant of Minnesota Statute 13D.05 subdivision 3B, attorney-client privilege depending on due litigation, or due to pending litigation. Motion to approve. Do I have a second? We'll call that again, please. Who made the motion?
Matt made the motion to reconvene the meeting.
And Sarah seconded.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Call for a vote. Motion is approved. Our next action item is potential action related to the discussion during closed session. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we adopt the official position statement regarding flag school.
I second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call a vote. Motion passes. Our next item is adjournment. Thank you. Meeting's over.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.